Try this rig out. Thank you very much. Yeah, he had a van life. Man's got full-on Luton van. It's quite cool. Absolutely reeking, mind. Well, what's happening YouTube? Spectre here, back again. Just grabbed some fuel and we're heading off to another bike meet. This time we're heading down, or heading up I should say, to Hilltop Farm, which is my first time going to that one this year. I think it's like the third one they've held this year, something like that. But taking a slightly different route, at least to start with, than my usual like David Stowe kind of polyphant kind of David Stowe that way. And I'm going kind of the route I was going to go the other day when I was riding the Himmy and didn't get a chance because the Himmy didn't start. It's still a little bit suspect. I think the battery's just a bit toast, to be honest. I don't think the battery's got any crank left in it, but it's fine. It's doing alright. So yeah, so we've just filled up there. I've never been down this lane before, but this lane loops around the bottom of the petrol station and then it connects back over to what's it called? Is it 2 bridges? No, it's 5 lanes. That's it. Got a lot of local place names. Oh, is it 2 bridges? Oh, it's 3 hedges. Oh, it's turned left at 4 paddocks. So yeah, it goes across to 5 lanes, I think it is. We dip through the 5 lanes underpass there, which saves us going on the dual carriageway, and also this is just more fun. And then we come back out the other side. Oh, look at that old school tractor. Very nice. Sir? That man's got what I've got, just with 4 wheels. That's a great looking little thing. I love seeing old tractors that are just still happily plodding along doing their job. Perfectly sufficient for, you know, your small holding needs. Yeah, classic. But yeah, we're heading along, and then there's a nice on this little route there's a ruined cottage I wanted to go and check out, which I mentioned in one of my other videos. It's not a full cottage. It's not like the one I went on the CG. Again, link above to that one if I remember. But it's more of just like here's some walls where a building used to stand. It was probably a pigsty or something, but it's still cool, and I think it'll make a cool backdrop for the old Himalayan. So we'll go along and investigate. This road's kind of only really goes one place. A lot of these turnings look cool, but they end up just being driveways from what I can see on the old G maps. There's weirdly not a lot around here. Like there's a lot of like farmland, but there's no footpaths, there's no real walking trails. It's a bit yeah, it's a bit weird really. You can't really visit it, but it's not really what it's for, I suppose. Lovely lane though, beautiful day as you can see, which I'm really thrilled about. It was lovely this morning. It was supposed to be a bit overcast today, but I think we've locked out really. It's gone lovely again. So yeah, we've got to check out this little cottage, and then we'll head along to Hilltop Farm. As always for these beats, arriving a bit late. I'll be arriving at sort of 1:30, says the sat nav. Probably that'll be 1:45 by the time I've stopped at this cottage and farted around taking some photos. But that's alright. And the meet's on from 12 till 3, I think it is. But that's fine. I like arriving in the middle because yeah, keep going, keep on. Cheers, buddy. Oh yeah, Himmy life. But I wouldn't have done that in the Magna. I like arriving at these meets in the middle. I tend not to aim for the start time because I don't want to be the only bugger there. Like I kind of want there to be a bunch of people who have arrived first, and then there's some stuff we'd look at and some people to potentially chat to if I'm feeling up to that. But yeah, this is I'd ideally have aimed for more like 12:30 than 1:30 really, but who cares? Who cares? It's a lovely day, and Hilltop Farm is just part of a nice little ride. Anyway, that was the crossovers. We just dipped below the A30 there. This road is leads up towards the A30. It almost becomes a slip road at the end, but we're going to turn off just before, in theory. So yeah, if you continue down there, that then becomes the slip road onto the A30. But we are going down the back roads. It's actually not far. It's only just down this road, the cottage, and the corner of a couple of lanes in the outskirts of whatever this little hamlet's called. And here we are. Let me just dip in here. So this is destination numero uno. Well, there's not a great deal. I scoped this on Google Maps. I noticed, oh, there's a tent behind it now. Interesting. But yeah, it was a building at some point down at Treadule. I guess the land's still in active use because there's a bell tent behind it and there's scaffolding and a greenhouse. It's quite cool though, isn't it? Like, let me go in front of the reg plate 1 minute. Yeah, it's quite cool. I like the way you've still got the ironmongery to hold the bricks in. Yeah, interesting backdrop. I'll grab a photo. Might send it into Saddlebags for his backdrop series, although I think he's currently closed submissions for that because he's had a little bit too much interest. He's slightly swamped with it, I think. Alright, we'll get back on the bike, get going again. Yeah, interesting little spot, isn't it? Onwards. I think it was trying to send us this way. Yeah, there we go. Alright. On to the meet. Himmy's sounding good. The Himmy's sounding quite loud. I rode to the petrol station without my earplugs in, and it was so loud. When I got to the petrol station, I went to check if the baffle had spat out. I was like, has it been this loud the whole time? But I guess it has, and I've just been wearing earplugs and not quite realised, which really makes you remember quite how loud the bike is without the baffle in. Fairly obnoxious, but this is quite enough where with earplugs in I don't feel like too much of a bell end. Like it is still loud, it does still pop and bang. This is also cool. It's just like a bench in the middle of nowhere, but they've just sort of like they've just sort of bricked it up. That's really weird. Yeah, they've just sort of blocked it with dirt there, loose bricks up there. Oh, what a view for your little porch here. Tiny home's all I need. Like, I live alone. Well, I don't live alone, that's the problem, but I would live alone. I'm not currently with anyone, I'm never having kids, so I really don't need a lot of space, and I quite like the idea of a really compact, small space, easy to maintain, cheap to run. You know, imaginative solutions to problems. Yeah, one day. And you can imagine that as a as a little gaff, couldn't you? Little chimney coming out. We have to take what we can get in Cornwall. You know, there's fuck all houses, so we have to make do with what we can get. Cow sheds, all that's left, because everything else can Airbnb. Hello, tiger. And a lovely old post office, look at that. In the village hall. That's so lovely. Where are we? Altrume. I've definitely pronounced that wrong. I'm not Cornish, so my pronunciations are very anglicised. What do I call, I call it, yeah, Coat Heel down in the Thames Valley. I called it Cot Hele. Yeah. This is gorgeous, look at this. Well, this is why I get out and taking weird routes, because like, I would never have come through, I had no reason to come through here otherwise. But look at this, like, look at this church up here, this is so pretty. I'll have to come back someday and do a little walk around as well. Treween. So this route, I don't actually know if this route's going to connect over to my usual route through Davidstow Moor. I don't quite know where we're going across. It might, I hope it does actually, because I'd like to point, I said I was going to point out those potentially abandoned Volvos. Davidstow, so I think we are going, we're sort of connecting on to my usual route. I don't really have the rural eyes to recognise where we are. Oh, now I do, now I do. Okay, yeah, we probably will go past them, we'll point them on the way past. This home, I was mentioning it in one of my last videos, there's a home that I can't quite tell if it's abandoned or not, but it's got these, like, it's got 3 or so Volvos, nicer old Volvo estates, just kind of rotting out front under covers and stuff, or not under covers for some of them, and we'll have a little look as we go past. and then the house is all like curtained up, and there's no other activity there. But it could just be they're living quietly, but it could also be that it's derelict. So there's a lot of places like that we get into the lanes a little bit. I'm going to do a video someday on the Cornish housing market and the joys of living here if you're not earning big money. It's kind of a video. I kind of want to do one on like, I might do one video where it's like talking about housing in general, like renting, short-term lets, Airbnbs, and then also like proper houses, like buying houses as well. I might have a look in the local area on like Rightmove or somewhere, find a few houses of different values and go do a little ride around visiting them. And not do any looks inside, I won't bother arranging viewings or anything, I don't want to waste anyone's time, but just ride up to the driveway and be like, you know, this one's 300 grand, needs the same again in reno work. Aha, there's the house. We'll do, maybe it's not, because I don't think that chimney wasn't there before, but we'll loop around and we'll have a little another look. Yeah, lucky I brought the stealthiest bike, he says. So I guess there are people living there then, because that vehicle, that off-roader wasn't there before. But yeah, there's the old Volvo sedan there. And then this one has been uncovered. This was covered when I was here last time. And that is just beautiful. So that one, I don't know what I worked that out as last time, because I just googled it with the bit of trim you can see there. But I'd love to see that out. This one was covered last time. It's beautiful. Hello. Oh, that's so nice. So I guess, yeah, there's people living there. Maybe they're going to restore those at some point. Who knows? Oh, bit of a drop. But yeah, and there's fan stuff behind it. Who knows how these cars get left? But last time I came through, that Volvo that was exposed was covered as well. So I guess maybe they are working on them. Maybe they're going to get them back on the road if they've uncovered one of them. Maybe they do have plans for it. I could stop and ask, but I always feel a bit awkward about that, because it's like, I'm not like, it's not like I'm in a position to be buying them or anything like that. Like, I would just be being nosy for the sake of being nosy, you know? I don't want to just disturb people for that. It's David Stonemore. Close that. You've been through here a bunch of times. Absolutely just demolished by van life, but that's fine. That's what it's there for. I don't mind it. And then you won't be able to see it, but I think that tip back there is Bronwillie, I think it is. Brown Willie translation, which is the highest point in Cornwall. And I guess we've got a V-Dub festival this week. Look at this. I guess there's some sort of, yeah, camper van. They all transporters, I think they are. Why are you doing a U-turn? Okay. Don't back up in front of me. Gents, yeah, so I guess there's some sort of VW Transport Owners Club maybe, or meet up. Take the corner, don't lead into the sign. Sheep out in force and they've been kicked off their normal wall by other activity. I think that's a firing range or something. I'm sure I've read that at some point. Let me just slow down for this gentleman here. You're alright, fella, you're alright. Chill out. But I'm sure that was some sort of firing range or something. I might be misremembering that, or confusing it with somewhere else. That big sort of like slab wall with the bit behind it, because it is obviously this Davidson Wall was an airfield, a military airfield, for a long while. So who knows? But yeah, we're almost there now. Heading down to the meet. We'll go see what's around at the meet, and then I'll decide whether or not I'm going to end the video there. In the edit probably, because I don't know how long I've been recording. But still, on the videos there, and I'll either take you along with some more lane stuff afterwards, or I will end it there. This is us. I always end up almost overshooting it. Hopefully we've got a good ride today. It's good weather for it, but there is also down at Danborough, further down in Cornwall, there's a Honda test ride event. They've got a bunch of their bikes out you can book slots for, which I did consider at one point, but they didn't really have any bikes I fancied, so. Well, they did, but like, you know, it's one I want to see with a friend, and he's not going to be available. It's short notice, and you know, a couple of others. It's the sort of thing where it'd be quite fun. Aye, as alright, don't nod then, bellend. Yeah, well, it's the sort of thing that would be quite fun if you go with mates, but it's a little bit boring by yourself. But yeah, here we are. This is Hilltop Farm Shop. You've seen my previous videos here, I've done a couple now. Hilltop Farm Shop Cafe and Restaurant, lovely spot, nice area. Food's a bit costly, but we'll see what's around. A few Triumphs and Can-Ams will go down here. Nice. Something smells burny. I hope that's not me. What have we got? A couple of Triumph Explorers, Tigers. The old Himmy. That's nice. A BMW F800 GS. I like the colour. That's really cool. I like burnt military van. Got the booster. They're nice. They're dyno replacements. Lowriders. A few little regulars around. Trident, old Trident. That's a nice one to see. And then one of the new BSAs. Old Triumph. That's cool. I like that. And then back down, yeah. SV650, Harley, and Yamaha. Oh, I'll leave you here. Oh yeah. Wow, that's the Hilltop Meet on the last one out. Last one left. That was lovely. Actually, I really needed that. Wick that one off. I'm going to go back the same way I came here, via Altenham and that sort of way. So that was really pretty. And again, mix it up a little bit. That was great fun. Oh, that horn is pathetic. Yeah, that was lovely. Really good time. It is so cold right now. Holy shit. There we are. Oh my god, I can't feel my hands. It's got properly nasty while we've been stood there. But no, that was so nice. Yeah, chatted to some lovely blokes. Just hanging out. Got a chat to, like, some of these meets you sort of like, you float around and you say hello to a few people and you chat to a few people and that's about it. Some of them you get chatting to someone and spend the whole meet with them, and this was one of those. So first I was chatting to a gent, I didn't get his name the first one, I don't think. My fucking memory, I apologize. No one ever sees this. He might see this because I did give him my YouTube channel as he was leaving. If you do this, mate, absolute pleasure speaking to you. It really was lovely. He was riding a Triumph Tiger, lovely bike. So yeah, we had a good natter for a while there, and then after he left, I wandered off again and got chatting to a couple of guys. Stood around a Royal Enfield Classic 350. That's a gorgeous bike. Sounded lovely too. Older gent with that, and then the gent that he was chatting to ended up chatting to for the rest of the meet. Dylan or Darren, I think he said his name was. Again, apologies, I'm not good with memory. Close that one. I'm freezing. The sun is out ish, but oh my god. I should have brought my thicker gloves. I need to start bringing gloves to stand around it, like little, you know, woolen ones. we're having a good time. Oh, bollocks. tried to no put down there. Yeah, we're trying to pretend it's biking season already. It really isn't just yet. But he was so nice. He had a Kawasaki R5. We just nattered for the entirety of that meet, and that was just so nice. And I say it's the sort of thing where that level of socialising it's just good for you. It's good for your psyche, and you don't have to think too hard because you're just talking bikes. It's very easy to talk bikes. It doesn't really matter who you are or where you're from or what you're doing. Yeah, love it. Well, yeah, that was the Hilltop Meet again. Like I say, it's a lovely little meet, that one. If you're in the area, come down. There's a lot of locals at that meet as well, which is nice. There's a lot of people like close to the meet who come down for it. And there's another one I'm potentially going to tomorrow in look at me. There's another one I'm potentially going to tomorrow in Callington at the Lowest Tea Rooms, which I keep meaning to go to and I keep not going to. It's quite a big one. There's I think it's every Sunday, but there's the first Sunday of the month is the big one where everyone goes to. But I'll go maybe check that one out if I get up in time. And that could be a nice one. I'll take the Magna to that. Good times, good times. And as cold as it is, you know, you stand around, you have a hot chocolate, have a coffee. It's all good. But I'll leave this one here. You don't see the same brick back, so thank you very much for watching, folks. Like I say, if you are local, if you are in the area, do call on Hilltop Meet. It's a lovely little meet. The hosts are really nice. You know, make the effort, pop down. If you're not local, go to whatever meets local to you. It's good to make connections, help the community, look at a bunch of bikes, you know, get owners' experience of bikes. If you've got a bike you're interested in, just go and find someone stood next to it and learn what it's really like to live with outside of the reviews. It's a valuable service. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Ride safe. I've been Spectre, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.